stage. I don't know how it's going on tonight. Okay, my kiddos, can you come up here to the front? please?
Wait here for a second. We'll call the meeting to order. And even though we already did the Pledge of Allegiance, we're going to do this again because this one's on YouTube. So we're going to do Pledge of Allegiance here. If you would please stand with me. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We've all had a chance to look over the agenda tonight. And if we don't have any agenda modifications, I need a motion and a second to accept tonight's agenda.
I'll make a motion to accept tonight's agenda.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. None opposed? All right, now we have, tonight we have a Trojan spotlight on the elementary school.
Now it's our turn. Come on, guys. All my friends come up here and stand in front, please. We're gonna make a line this way, and that way you can face the board. Okay, just kind of line up this way. And spread all the way down to the end so they can see your beautiful faces. Keep on scooting. Keep scooting. Scoot, 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 scoot. Stand shoulder to shoulder so we all fit in here. Okay. Thank you for inviting us in this opportunity. I would like to introduce to you our CES ambassadors, led by our school counselor, Mrs. Girdler. They're going to go through and introduce themselves, and then they're going to tell you a little bit about their group and the things that they've done so far this year.
My name's Zayla. My name's Paisley. My name's Brantley. My name's Raina. My name's Allie. My name's Brady. My name's Glenn. My name's Violet. My name is Eldon.
My name's Eli.
My name's Holly.
Very good. And Mrs. Girdler back in the back.
I'm Mrs. Gerber.
And we do have a slideshow that we put together to kind of show you. Mrs. Girdler, would you like to start with slide 1, or would you like your speaker to go first?
Well, if the rest of our kiddos can have a seat and our 5 speakers, if they could stay up here, that'd be great.
I did share it to all of your emails too, because I wasn't sure if you'd be able to see it. So. Maybe.
Are all of the ambassadors, are you guys all 5th graders?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
We have 19 ambassadors in total this year. And so that's who we have. We have not all of them were able to be here tonight, but we do have 19 in total. And they're going to tell you a little bit about themselves and what they've done this past semester. And as soon as the slide comes up, you'll get to see some of our photos. And if not, check out the elementary school Facebook page. It's full of pictures of the kiddos doing things. So it is there.
Go down.
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah, we'll let you click on the very bottom. Vicki, if you look down at the bottom, where it, yep.
Well, maybe we could, is it okay to go without the slides?
You
Well,
don't have to.
The kiddos, just to kind of give you some background, they're gonna explain what they've done. But the kiddos were selected back in the fall, based on their applications, and Brantley is gonna kind of tell you a little bit about how that all got started. Go ahead, Brantley.
Hello, my name's Brantley Songer. I'm a CES ambassador. The ambassadors are kids in 5th grade only. We help the school and the Covington community. To be a CES ambassador, you have to fill out a sheet with your name. Then the teachers will rate you highly recommended, recommended, not recommended, and highly not recommended. Then you have to fill out an application on a Google form, and it asks us about our interest and what we want to do as an ambassador.
Great.
Okay, who's next coming up?
Hi, today I'll be talking about making pies for Hope Springs. Hope Springs is a place for grown-ups and kids to come who have domestic violence in their lives. The money made from the pies was to help families in need. It was really fun. One of the things that I did was taking out the trash, giving people trash bags. Then some of us did a rotation, and I floured the crust of the pie. Then we rotated and we skinned the apples. That was all the time that we had there. That was a really fun time.
Hello, I'm Violet Kurtz, and I will be talking about the food pantry today. So when we first got there, we set up everyone's stations and got ready. Then once we were all set up, we gave food to people. I gave away cranberries, and I helped out with some other food stations when I ran out. When I ran out, I gave out food with other people. I got to meet some new people as well. That day, we helped people who needed support and did a great part for society.
Bacon run. When we did the bacon run, we baked some yards. We did 2.5 in an hour and 30 minutes. We had lots of fun even when we were working. We were baking in an older lady's house whose husband had passed away. I personally think everyone had a good time, and that's why I had a good time. I was tired when I was done.
Hi, in the fall we celebrated Red Ribbon Week, where we promised to be drug-free. We helped choose different dress-up days for every day of the week. For example, this year we had Wear Red, Pajama Day, and Wacky Wednesday. We also gave out pencils for Kindness Day. At Christmas time, some of us folded hundreds of programs for the CES Christmas program. Then, some of us got to pass them out at the program. Others got to decorate the elementary school by putting up a Christmas tree and decorating it by the front doors.
In November through January, we read to pre-K through second grade. It was a very fun time. The lesson for us was to try to get us to communicate better with students and teachers. We had to contact teachers by email or in person to set up times. When we had cleared it with our homeroom teacher and let Mrs. Girdler know we had set it up. It was kind of neat to me just thinking about being in those grades and being read to. Now I'm the one reading to them. Thank you everyone for listening to the CES Ambassadors. Thank you everyone for your time.
And I think we had one join us late, so do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Jacob Lamb. I am a farmer and I have been working a lot on the farm. We have a few horses, a few goats.
Okay.
And work really hard for it.
Deal.
Thank you.
Can I ask you guys a question? How much did you get paid to be ambassadors?
Zero.
Zero, right? But
Wow.
was it fun?
Yeah.
Were you happy you did it?
Yeah.
You know, you're helping out people that need help and
Yeah.
reading to kids, and you know, you guys are leaders. You know, you look at we're fifth graders, you know, but one of
Don't
these days,
stop when you
one
get
of these days you're going to be seniors in high school, and you're going to be adults out in society. So don't stop helping people, and do all you can do to make somebody's life better.
And before we dismiss, I want to also brag on, they not only have big hearts, but they have big brains too. We recently got our some updated iLearn data through the IDOE. We received our proficient pass scores in midsummer. It took quite a bit longer to get our growth data. because they were comparing schools from year to year and then comparing schools throughout the state. All of these kiddos fall in this pocket of little smart kitties.
Mhm.
Hey, will you give all of them one of these, please? Can you give all the big people one of these? This data has been uploaded and is available on our GPS dashboard on our school webpage. The first top set of scores are the scores that we received over the summer. That was our past proficiency. Our overall proficiency in math was 60.8%. That was up 3.8% from last year and significantly above the state average proficiency at 42.1%. Our iLearn proficiency for English language arts, we were at 49.3%. That was up 6.3% from last year, and again above the state average of 40.6%. What I was anxiously waiting on was the figures down below. Our growth data, that's what the state is going to use to give us our letter grade as far as performance for our school. So our overall, this is 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade, our overall growth was 60.4%. That was a growth percentage up 4.5% from last year. The state average growth in math was 36.1%. And then our iLearn growth for ELA was 64.2. That had a huge jump. We were up 12.2% from last year, and that state average is 43.4%. So just to send a little shout out to all of our elementary kiddos. I'm so proud of how hard they all work. I'm so proud of the staff, how hard they work. And you did a great job. Big hearts and big brains.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Would it be too disruptive if I just have them stand real quick and just get one
No.
picture?
Go ahead.
Okay. Can you all come and stand up in front of them, please, and look at me? And do you guys care to stand up so I can see you too? Do you want to be in the picture? I bet we can get some.
Here, guys, turn around.
Come up closer, guys. There you go. Awesome. Gotcha. Thank you.
Great. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Good job. Great job.
If you guys want to take off, feel free. Don't hurt our feelings at all.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Yeah, yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Let's just need to be slid over.
Do you need any help?
New leg.
All right, we're moving on here. Our next agenda item is public comment. We have nobody signed up for public comment tonight. So we will skip that portion. Moving on to the consent agenda, which includes review and approval of minutes, regular session board meeting on December the 8th, and the executive session on the same night, a review and approval of claims docket, review approval of fundraisers, review and approval of donations, review and approval of field trips, review and approval of the personnel report, and review and approval of student transfers. I do need a motion and a second to approve the consent agenda.
Now, will that include letter E on
Uh,
the second page under new business?
On this one?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
not
Yeah,
yet.
Not yet, okay.
So I need a motion and a second on that consent agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Actually, I guess first, any questions? Any questions on any of those items?
Nope.
Nope. All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. On to new business. Review and approval of Stiefel annual agreement, something we do every year for our, I guess what they would be classified as our financial advisors, basically. This is our agreement with them for 2026. So I need a motion and a second to approve Stiefel for this coming school year.
I'll make a motion to approve them.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions on that? No questions. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. Next item, review and approval of the Indiana ESC School Food Co-op. Do we have any information on that we want to share as far as?
No.
Yeah, just, okay. All right. We've had time to review it, and all that information is open to the public as well on our school website. So I need a motion and a second to approve school food co-op.
I'll make a motion to approve the school food co-op.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions? No questions. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. Next item, review and approval of high school course guidebook, which includes course descriptions for the 26-27 school year, and academic changes for the 26-27 course guidebook as well. So I need a motion and a second to approve the high school course guidebook.
I'll make a motion to approve the high school course guidebook.
A second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions on that?
So the reason for removing some of the courses is just staffing.
No, actually, we're not removing any courses based on staffing. The state has changed their diploma options in certain classes. A lot of it is even just the name. And so where you'll see one class taken out, there's another one called like health, and a lot of the names have just changed. So it's not actually a different class, but nothing has changed based on staffing or anything at Covington. It's just based on the state's new options for diplomas.
I was just looking at like physics 2 and stuff like that. That was removed. I didn't know if it was due to that or number of kids or whatever.
No, that was not.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. Any more questions? All right. I've had a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. Next item, review and approval of EF trip 2027 to U.S. National Parks, the Grand Canyon, Bryce Canyon, and Zion National Park. I need a motion and a second to approve that. I'm sure what we're doing here, getting interest like we've done before. To do it. You have a presentation for that? Yeah, we can go ahead and do that. Yeah. I want to go on this trip. I love Zion.
You can come with us. Feel free.
Yeah, I've been there 3 times.
Okay, it's me. I'm back. Pitching another trip. I made this one shorter, of course, since you guys have heard the same one, I think, 3 times. So that'll just be the gist of it. So here's the main reason why we continue to choose EF, because they have so much history and experience, and they really take care of us as travelers, teachers, educators, chaperones, just the whole 9 yards. The proof is in the pudding, really, when it comes to their logistics and statistics. More stuff, basically, that they have 24/7, 365. They have offices everywhere, and they're ready to hit the ground running if we were to need them for any kind of unplanned emergency, basically. No pressure or anything, but everybody else is doing it too. North Vermilion's new. They joined. South Vermilion has been doing it for a while. Crawfordsville has multiple trips a year. And yeah, it's catching on. So they're getting pretty big. And here's where we want to go. So here is the timeline. So we already approved to go to Japan for spring break for 2027. So to keep the ball rolling and get some consistency here and doing an international trip over spring break and doing a domestic trip over the summer or here when school gets out. To keep that momentum going, this is our projected dates for travel. And here are the highlights. Everything from a Colorado boat trip to viewing and walking through Zion, Grand Canyon, of course, and an awesome stop at the Vermilion Cliffs. This is a more detailed breakdown of the agenda. It is loaded from sun up to sundown. We take no breaks. Here's everything that's included. I kind of think of it like an all-inclusive resort, if you will, because everything is included. And all these domestic tours, travel insurance is included, tips are included. So basically the price is what you see is what you get, except for, of course, spending money, and there's some lunches that are not included. Anything extra that comes from the airline, of course, you have to pay out of pocket or your own snackies. Here's the question everyone wants to know. Well, how much is it for this round trip, flights, tickets, everything that you don't have to book yourself? And broken down over the course of almost a year and a half from now, it seems to be really affordable for families to do. And this is just more proof, basically what happens, you know, when kids get to go on these experiences and leave school, and when we as teachers get to go with them, we get to see firsthand how the students grow and how they learn from these hands-on opportunities. And these are more quotes. These are some kids that went to Italy with us and what they had to say about the trip as a whole. And here's my long-term game plan, where we started and where we're going. And I hope that by the end of the year, I have our 2028 big international trip picked out. That way it just gives more opportunities for families to be able to pay to join us.
Awesome.
That's the last slide.
How many have signed up for the Belize?
I have 12, and Paisha is my chaperone.
Oh, wow.
Belize is cool. Yeah.
I'm pretty jazzed about it, yeah.
Are you going cave tubing there?
Yes, that kayaking is what's on the
cool.
agenda. Yeah. I'm pretty excited.
Awesome.
Yes, thank you.
Well, great. Thank you for the presentation. So I need a motion and a second to approve this trip in 27 to those national parks.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Any other questions? Nope. I guess I have one question. What's the capacity of students?
Oh, how many?
Yeah, how many students can go? Is there
There's no maximum.
no max? Okay,
Yes.
cool. All right, I've had a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. None opposed. Next item, review and approval of lawn maintenance. I know we've tabled this once before, but we just had some information come in.
Yeah, we've got
Like
two
today,
more
yeah.
pieces of information last week and at the very end of last week. So after talking with Ross and Chad, in order to have quotes that are similar, I'm going to need to reach out to some of the previous quotes to say, if you were to add A, B, and C, what would your cost be? Just so we have an equal comparison. So we will have this ready in February because we need to start mowing soon after. But so we're going to reach out and get some more information just so that we've given everybody a fair chance.
So basically what, kind of just give you a rundown, some of the quotes have been for everything, landscaping, mulch, but other ones have just been for
Leaf collection.
just mowing. So we're trying to make sure we're comparing apples to apples.
Some are for the entire year. Some are only for this many months or this many mows. And it's just hard to, they're apples and oranges right now. So we just want to make sure that we get them more equal for you.
Right. So I'm gonna motion that we table this for this evening. I do need a second on that.
I'll second.
I have a motion to second the table, the approval of lawn maintenance. All in favor?
Aye.
Moving on, review and approval of grant applicants. What information do we have information to show on? I'm just gonna read this. Each year, school districts have the opportunity to apply for various state and federal grants. Covington Community School Corporation is eligible to apply for grants, including but not limited to high ability, Title I, Title II, Title III, and Title IV grants, as well as other local and national grants. As recommended, the superintendent or her designee be authorized to apply for these and other grants when available in order to support instructional and operational purposes. So basically, this is just to approve that we can go after grants.
Right.
So is basically what this is.
Yes.
So, so I need a motion, a second, for the approval of grant applicants.
I'll make a motion for the approval of the grant applicants.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions on that? It's pretty self-explanatory. All in favor? Aye. None opposed. Next item, review and approval of bond amounts. In accordance with the IC 20-26-4-5, the board shall issue bonds for any individual whose official duties include receiving, processing, depositing, dispersing, or otherwise having access to funds that belong to a school corporation or the governing body of a school corporation. The amounts listed below reflect guidance from the State Board of Accounts and our insurance carrier. The amounts listed are statutory minimums. They cover the employee for the amount of cash and or checks they would carry on their person at any one time as they transfer funds for deposit. It's recommended the board approve the bonds in the amount of $100,000 for Vicki Jones, $100,000 for Grayson Kleist, $30,000 for Becky Story, $50,000 for Jennifer Linville, $30,000 for Tracy Boo, and $20,000 for Mitzi Monica Barnes. I'm just now learning that her name is Monica. So, and this is standard. We do this at the beginning of every school year as well. So I need a motion, a second, approval of bond amounts.
I'll make a motion for the approval of the bond amounts.
I'll second.
I have a motion, a second. Any questions? Nope. All in favor? Aye. None opposed. Next up is review and approval of corporation legal counsel. The school board may appoint a legal counsel whose duty shall be to advise the board and the superintendent and others as designated by the superintendent on specific legal problems submitted by the superintendent and to make such recommendations as required. The legal counsel shall also represent the board where required by law. As recommended, the board appoint Mr. J. Kent Manette of Taylor, Manette, Schneider, and Clutter, PC attorneys at law of Crawfordsville, Indiana, to be appointed legal counsel for Covington Community School Corporation at a rate of $250 per hour. This is also something that we have to do at the beginning of each school year, is approve our legal counsel for that coming year. So I need a motion and a second to approve Kent Manette as our legal counsel.
I'll make a motion to approve Kent Manette as legal counsel.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions? No
Do
questions?
you want to highlight that this has changed from last year?
I can't. We've had the same legal counsel for several years. We are making a change this year, and with Kent, he comes highly recommended. He's a Covington graduate. Still has a lot of ties here in the community, so we feel confident and excited that he's willing to
He sits on a school board.
come and he's on a school board himself. He's on the Crawfordsville school board, so he kind of knows exactly what we go through. So very experienced, and we're confident that he can do us a good job as our legal counsel. So I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. Review and approval of board meeting dates. This is basically our set dates we have for this coming year. Second Monday of each month, unless something happens that we have to move those. That's what those meetings will be for the year 2026. So I need a motion and a second to approve those meeting dates.
I'll make a motion to approve the dates.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. Review and approval of ECA funds for the 2026 calendar year. We do this as well every school year. Basically, it's just all the extracurricular funds that we have as a school corporation. So it goes anywhere from all of our sporting events to
STEM club at elementary.
yeah, STEM club. I mean, I can't even think of any of them right now, but there's a lot of our different ECA funds that we I guess I could read them. Yeah, art club, auto mechanic, labor, auto racing, a band, baseball. So I don't think we're adding anything new this year. We have in the past when we've had new things come up, we have those during the course of the school year. So this is a basic thing that we do at the beginning of each school year as well. So recommended the accounts be approved as presented below. So I need a motion, a second to approve these ECA funds for the 2026 calendar year.
I'll make a motion to approve the ECA funds for the 2026 calendar year.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions on those? No questions. All in favor? Aye. None opposed. Next up, review and approval of Title I Program Administrator. Each year, school districts are required to authorize a representative to apply for, receive, and utilize funds in accordance with Title I guidelines. In the past, Mrs. Jody Snyder has administered these dollars. Ms. Snyder will work with the business office and other eligible schools to secure funds for salaries and benefits, materials for instruction and or professional development. As recommended, Mrs. Jody Snyder be named Title I Program Administrator for the 2026 calendar year. So I need a motion and a second to approve Mrs. Jody Snyder as our Title I Program Administrator.
I'll make a motion to approve Jody Snyder.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve Jody Snyder as Program Administrator for Title I. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. Next item, review and approval of interfund loan. Whereas Indiana Code 36-1-8-4 permits the transfer of a prescribed amount for a prescribed period from another fund of the school corporation, and whereas it is necessary to transfer funds from one fund to another within the Covington Community School local funds. And whereas this transfer does not require the expenditure of more money than the total amount set out in the budget for that fund, and whereas the Covington School has an unobligated balance in the rainy day fund number 0610. Therefore, the Covington Community School Corporation Board of School Trustees authorizes the corporation treasurer to make such interfund loan from the rainy day fund number 0610 to the food service fund number 0800, with said interfund loan to be repaid no later than the end of 2026 calendar year. This amount is $55,000 from the rainy day fund to the food service fund. And this was made today, the 12th of January, if we adopt it. So I need a motion and a second to approve that transfer of funds from rainy day to the food service fund.
I'll make a motion to transfer the money.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second. Any questions on that? No questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. None opposed. Last item on the new business is review and approval of ECA Assistant Girls Tennis Coach Justin Pettit. So I need a motion and a second to approve Justin Pettit as the girls' assistant tennis coach.
I'll make a motion to approve Justin Pettit for the girls' assistant tennis coach.
I'll second.
I have a motion and second. All in favor? Aye. None opposed. Again, nobody signed up for general public comment this evening. Administrative reports. Vicki, you got anything?
No.
Nothing? All right. we have anything from Ross to,
Yeah, Ross couldn't be here tonight, but he did ask me to just share that we will be having the facilities assessment with the engineer on the 15th of this month. So we will hopefully be able to report back soon after about that. And then also, we are in the process of having our fire alarms fixed right now. Every time the alarm goes off, it's really a puzzle to get them turned off, and you have to turn them off in 3 different places. And right now, we're even having to just like move wires and unplug wires, and so the company has come and they will be redoing it so that it is like most schools where you can turn it off at one central box, and we obviously won't want to continue to unhook wires every time.
Yeah.
So
I can
that's
vouch for that because
Yeah.
when I was here and the alarms were going off, you only have so many seconds to get all 3 of them at the same time.
and there's
This
one.
fat guy can't run fast enough. to
Yeah,
get all
literally
three.
there's one on the other side of the cafeteria, one in the old gym, and one in the annex. And
Wow.
they have to be done in order within like so many seconds of each other. And even if it's done right now, it won't shut off without disconnecting some wires. And so we just want to reassure everyone that is in the process of being fixed. So
might need to see some video of that.
Yeah.
You trying to get that shut off.
I finally called Ross. I was like, dude, I can't run fast enough.
it's quite a feat. Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Paul, you got anything additional for us?
I do. So I just signed or finalized on E-rate for our 5-year contract on internet. We've always had problems at the football area, or at least at the Trojan complex, because that's ran by air fiber. So you have one antenna here, and in the summertime, it's trying to hit the tower that's out there, and when the leaves come on, you know, it drops signal, and we were just having all kinds of problems. So we're actually gonna have a line put out there, a fiber line, to eliminate that, so pretty excited about that. The auto shop, they were having issues with, now that their classes have grown a little bit with the amount of service that they're getting, we're switching them over to fiber, so that'll eliminate that, and then bumping it up a little bit here. So that's pretty exciting. We needed that. The other thing is finally Mall Hops has gotten all the door accesses completed. So and everything seems to be working fine except for your file.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about all I've got right now.
Good deal. All right. Paul, you got anything additional?
I just a couple of things. We have been wanting to start something called the Stellar Employee of the Month, and we've asked the community to help support it. And we have enough to start next month and finish this school year off. I hope we can get more local businesses to participate and help us out, but it will be another way to honor some of our fabulous employees where anyone can nominate someone, and then the administrative staff will work on each month who will be recognized. They'll be recognized at a board meeting. They'll get a wonderful plaque and $100 check to move forward. And so our first Stellar employee will be announced next month at the meeting.
Cool.
Very excited about that. I feel like we need to shout out the good things happening in our schools. I also want to point out, we just got this hot off the press today, but our treasurer, Vicki, has been going through the Indiana Association of School Business. She completed what takes 102 hours of instruction and is officially certified with Indiana ASBO certification program. She has a certification designation as Chief Business Officer, and her certification acknowledges the experience and knowledge that Vicki has regarding the school business management arena. And I can tell you, I couldn't do this without her. She's very, very intelligent when it comes to this stuff. So she just quietly slid this on my desk, but I didn't want it to get away without acknowledging her. So because I know that is a lot of work. So
great, congratulations, Vicki. We got to start calling you Chief Vicki now.
I love it. That is yes, absolutely.
New nameplate on her desk. So, well, great. Any board member comments? Nope. All right, well, upcoming dates, our next board meeting scheduled for February the 9th, regular session meeting right here. All I have left is I need a motion and a second to adjourn this meeting.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second it.
I have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor? Aye. Meeting is adjourned.